welcome to How to Repair. Today I'm going to be showing you how to diagnose an Ikea oven that is not heating. Now this oven, you can actually turn it onto the main setting, turn the oven on, the lights coming on, the fans coming on, and the thermostat light is coming on. This oven isn't heating. It did trip the electric at some point, and what I'm going to be showing you is how to actually diagnose the fault and how to test the elements and the selector switch in the cooker. There are a couple of simple ways to test your cooker. Firstly, if you turn it to the main heating, now remember this cooker is a conventional convection oven. This uses a base element and a grill element to heat the oven up to temperature while cooking. On fan assisted ovens you will have a fan oven element at the back of the cooker. You can see about this in other videos at the website. So we've selected the main oven. This means that power is going from here now to the thermostat. When we turn the thermostat on, the red light comes on. This means that it's sending power to the base element and the grill element. But after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, there is no heat in the oven. This is a clear sign that the elements have gone open circuit. If you had no light here, you may have a problem with power coming from the selector switch. You may have a damaged selector switch, or if you have a timer on your cooker, it may be on manual and not on the heat setting, could be on auto, or there may be something wrong with the timer. This cooker doesn't have a timer. So we know that power is going from the selector switch to the thermostat, and the thermostat is sending power to the grill element, but we have no heat. So what we need to do is take the cooker out of the kitchen, the cabinet, then take the back of the cooker off. Now the thing is, with all Ikea ovens, they are quite complicated at finding the correct part for your cooker. This is because Ikea themselves do not make cookers. Normally they are either made for them by Electrolux or Whirlpool. So you will see the identification plate, and on this it says Lagan 0V3 is the model. This necessarily will not give you the correct part. What you need is the PNC number, which is normally somewhere between 10 and 12 digits, and this one is 944064500/05. This will get you to the correct part. If you do have any problems identifying the right part for your cooker, please use the contact us page on the website and make sure you include the PNC number when asking a question about a part that you need for your cooker. Before starting any work, always make sure your cooker is disconnected from the electricity supply. Some low ampage cookers will just have a plug. Other cookers will be hardwired into a cooker socket with the correct ampage supply. This cooker is now disconnected. It's held together, the back panel, with two screws at the top. Different cookers will vary. So we need to undo these two screws. This panel will come away and lift off. Right, let me explain. We have the grill element and we have the base element. Power comes from the electrical supply going up to the selector switch, which we'll have a look at in a minute, and I'll explain the functionality of that. Okay, this is a very simple cooker. We have the selector switch which sends power to different elements on different settings. This then goes through to the thermostat, which allows the thermostat to control the temperature, and there's a wire going to the thermostat. The wire on top there also goes to the little indicator light, and then the other wire goes through to the elements to control the temperature. And we also have a cooling fan and a thermostat that controls the cooling fan. If you ever do need a selector switch or a thermostat, again you will need the PNC number, and also on some occasions there are numbers written on the side of the selector switch depending on the manufacturer, but sometimes we will ask you for the number on the selector switch, or we may ask for the number which sometimes stamped in the steel on the thermostat. There are three ways of testing the elements. You can either use Ohm's law and do an ohms reading on the actual elements. This will allow you to use Ohm's law calculator to work out if the elements are set at the correct wattage. Or you can just do a basic test, which is continuity, which I'll show you in a minute. And you can also do a live test, which can only be done by people who are competent with electrics. This should not be done by people who are not competent with electrics. So first we'll do a test on continuity, and we'll disconnect one wire off both sides of each element. We will set our multimeter to continuity. The base element has got no continuity whatsoever. This gives us continuity. The grill element has no continuity either. Now, if you were unsure if electricity is getting to the base element and the grill element, you could turn the oven on using the wires connected, replug the cooker in. Now I've connected up the cooker to the electricity supply, turn the meter to AC voltage, and we should get 240 volts on each element when it is set to the main heating on the main oven. The base element has got 240 volts. The grill element has also got 240 volts. This means that the thermostat is sending the correct voltage to the elements. So these elements are definitely open circuit. Okay, to replace the grill element, as I said, always make sure the electricity is disconnected. Our two wires, doesn't matter which way round they go, and we also have an earth wire. So we will undo the two bolts holding this element on. Take off the earth wire. Now we need to go round to the front of the oven. Just remove the two oven shelves. You will find one screw at the top, and this also is a torque. And now the element should come away, and you can physically see the damage on this element. This element now slides in. Now we need to put the earth wire back on. That's the grill element done. Replace the wiring. Now we're going to do the base element. Now sometimes you will have to hunt around behind the insulation to find the screw, and you will also need to peel the insulation back a little. And we'll tuck this out of the way. And here you can see the cavity that the base element lives in. There's only one screw holding this element in place. Sometimes there are two. This element then slides out, and again you can see the damage that has been done when the element frazzled, and it's burnt all on this point. So we'll put the new element in. Make sure that the element sits all the way up to its mounting point. Put the screw back in. Now bring the insulation back down and try and cover as much of the cavity as possible, as that's what keeps it well insulated. Connect up the two wires, and now we're ready to test the cooker. Now, as you can see in the insert image, when I turn the oven on, you can see wattage being drawn for the light. We will turn it to the main oven, turn the thermostat on, and you can see we're drawing nearly 2 kilowatt, which is 1.9. Turning the thermostat off before ever changing on the selector, because this is why selector switches wear out, is because people just flick between them with the thermostat open. On the base element now, you can see that the cooker is only drawing 1100 watt, and when we turn it to the grill setting, we can see that the thermostat is drawing just over 800, 900 watt. And there you go, your oven all working correctly again. Thanks very much indeed for watching the video. Do remember that if you do need any parts for your Ikea appliances, you will need your full model number, including the PNC, when contacting us at the website. Thanks very much indeed for watching, and if we did really help, remember you can always support the website by buying us a beer. Thanks for watching.